Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at today is from Emotion. It's a very difficult channel to find just because the title is so popular for this channel. So I've pinned the link to the chat so everybody can get it for the entirety of the live stream. I hope everybody will rally around this channel. A lot of people in the Tuber Chat community have been drawn to artists of all types for quite some time. And for that reason, we find them having a decent impact on our community right away, and we're able to get them featured. So I hope everybody, like I said, will rally around this channel. With 204 subscribers, we should be able to push them a little bit farther today, maybe even to 210, and get them moving a little bit farther on their road to 300. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. We feature a different channel on Tuber Chat every single day based on generosity that I see within the community. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit, as well as on the thumbnails of our live streams, as you've seen. So once again, we can catch the link for Emotion, which is pinned to the chat right now. Thank you, everybody, for coming in so early. Quite a decent beginning again today, which is great. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to do introductions in a quick moment here. And it's great to see quite a few people who are here yesterday as well. So we're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Blueberry Bat really missed everybody, which is great. And yeah, hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. I know Blueberry Bat was helping us count down. So I'm glad that you're excited. Hopefully you're going to meet lots of friends and family members here today. Again, we're getting a handful of messages about a major glitch and purge again last night where people lost lots and lots of subscribers. So again, the idea is just that we need to be doing as much as we can for other creators while we're connecting with them. And the best idea is to keep track of everybody you're connecting with here in Tuber Chat. You can go as much as connecting with 10 or 20 creators during an entire 2 to 2.5 hour live stream. Any faster than that is too fast and you'll probably lose them. But you should be able to meet maybe that many. It's not that much to keep track of, whether you have to use an app or a notepad or something like that. What that allows you to do is the next day or the day after, you can go back and visit everybody that you connected to. And if their subscriptions are public, you'll be able to see yourself there or not and know whether you've lost them. Then you can reach out to that creator on another social network, let them know that they need to reconnect, and hopefully that will clean things up. We're seeing channels get monetized every single week here. So tonight, as a matter of fact, is Simply Royce's birthday. That is a creator who happens to be a silver member, and they've been with us for quite some time, an extremely generous, loyal, and supportive creator. And it's their birthday today, and they're doing their monetization celebration tonight. So it's going to be after Tuber Chat, but by many hours. So we won't be able to raid, but I will make sure that I'm there, and hopefully everybody will come in with us and meet Simply Royce for that reason. Emotion is in the chat, and like I said, that's our featured channel for today. So hopefully everybody will rally around that channel and move them, like I said, on the road towards their 300. And their link is pinned to the chat, so it's easy for everybody to get to. So let's get into our introductions. 4V Chuckles, it's good to see you back. Billy Rank at AOL.com, it's good to have you back in the chat. Blueberry Bat, like I said, was counting down for us, which is great. Bobby Jeans Lane, it might have been a while. Forgive me if I'm not remembering that this might be your first time with Tuber Chat, but either way, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. Bugsy Cruiser is already on the wheel. Cabarar Gaming, it's good to see you here. California Hauler, I feel like I recognize the name of your channel. I can't remember for the life of me whether this is your first time in a Tuber Chat live stream, but hopefully you're feeling welcome also. Bam Bam Expat US, good to see you here. FIFA World Other Gaming, it's always good to see you here from NYC. Hilda DC is in the house, and Inspiring Charm is with us for almost every live stream. Little Frenchie in Big Texas, it's good to see you back. And Miss Jo Vu, it's always good to have you in the house. Mariska Van Bunderen is part of the mod squad. She's here with the fishing hole. That's a second channel from Corinne's Life, another generous and dedicated creator who's with us all the time, along with a couple of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube, which is Scratch and Pete PA, and I'm sure at some point we'll see Michael's Adventures here as well. Northern Mustangs is back in the house. Thank you for coming back in for a third time. Sergeant Life, it's always great to see you. That's a previously featured channel from Tuber Chat. Time with Tiffy is back in the house, and Twisted V Twin Garage, it's good to see you in the house as well. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. Gibromations, good to have you here. Thank you for coming in so early. As long as you're still active in the chat, I should get around to everybody. Quite a busy beginning again. I wasn't really expecting that. But thank you, everybody, especially for coming so early. I'm already way behind in the chat, of course, so if you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me specifically to see, just please mention it again. Hopefully I'll catch it the next time around. And then as well, if you have the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, they really do help the stream. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second, and it really does help, so I'll appreciate it greatly. And California Hauler, yes, it is your first time, so very good, but I am convinced that I recognize your channel name, so maybe we connected outside. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but we'll likely connect today perfectly, so hopefully you're going to meet lots of friends and family members here. And then again, for anybody who is brand new or hasn't been here yet this weekend, just please read our updated video description. I usually update it at least once at the beginning of every weekend with some new information so that we can keep on top of our procedure, make sure we're doing everything possible to slow down the glitching and purging that's been going on with YouTube. I know I did miss something in the chat earlier. I'm going to try to catch it right now as I scan back. Bugsy Cruiser, thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate all of your support. Especially, we talk about the purging and glitching that's going on and losing subscribers that YouTube is taking away. And they are hitting channels with less than 100 subscribers the hardest. The Fishing Hole just went through it yesterday. Bugsy Cruiser is going through it. It's so frustrating for everybody. Now, it's not just those channels, but they seem to be getting hit the hardest. So like I said, the best idea is always to keep track of everybody you're connecting to so that you can go back and clean up those connections afterwards if YouTube happens to play games with us. This has been going on since September, so it's getting more aggressive as time goes on by the look of it. But like I said, we're seeing channels get monetized all the time. I feel like I'm in a different monetization celebration every week. Corinne's Life just got monetized last week. We've seen many other channels. Tonight we're going to visit Simply Royce, who is now monetized, which is great. And then Jenny Jane, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. I tend to get behind. And then thank you so much, FIFA World Other Gaming. That's a channel that's been with Tuber Chat since the beginning. And little Frenchie in Big Texas, I think I welcomed you, but it's great to have you here. I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it, of course. And then hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. Once again, if you've mentioned something that you wanted me to see specifically and I've missed it, just please mention it again. I tend to fall behind when we're busy like this, and I will hopefully catch it the next time around, whether it's a question or a comment. We're looking at Bugsy Cruiser right now. So our feature channel for today was Emotion, and they have got a link pinned to the chat for today because it's an extremely difficult channel to find right now. It will be until they get probably 1,000 subscribers. So we'll just give them that extra little boost to help them out. If you're looking for Emotion and want to support them, just hit that link and you'll get to them right away. This is Bugsy Cruiser, like I was talking about. they're getting hit hard with the purge until they get up to the first 100 subscribers. So I'm hoping that everybody will rally around this channel who's already shown incredible generosity and loyal and dedicated support for many people in the Tuber Chat community. I'm hoping everybody will push this channel a little bit farther and get them to the 100 that they're looking for as fast as we can. Time with Tiffy, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we'll put your channel up next. And I see that you only need 581 watch hours, which is great. That's fantastic news. So you're going to get there in no time. If you're willing to swap playlists with people here in the chat, you'll likely find lots of playlist buddies and get those hours pumped up within a week or two. And if anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. I'm going to get you to pardon me, actually, you know what? Yeah, pardon me just for 1 second. We're going to watch a clip, and then I will be right back, and we will look at Time with Tiffy. So here's Time with Tiffy right here with over 4,460 subscribers. We're hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well. And we'll get them moving towards the 4,500 that they're looking for. Donut Toys and Games, it's always great to have you in the house. Thanks for coming back in. Sergeant Life, I think I welcomed you earlier, but it's always good to have you here as well. These are both channels that have been previously featured on Tuber Chat. G Family's in the house. Thank you for coming back in. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, of course, I'll get around to everybody. FIFA World Other Gaming, you're right. The grind never stops. One of the things I love to see the most is when we have channels that get monetized but continue to grow their channels. I believe wholeheartedly that any channel that wants to can have 10,000 subscribers. When we get to 100,000, that becomes a bit of an issue just because it can take time. It can take many years, and we don't know what YouTube or the world is going to look like 2 or 3 years from now. You know, some move faster than others, but we never know. But I absolutely believe that anybody wants to can likely get there, but 10,000 I think is a no-brainer for anybody that chooses to. So I hope that as you grow and as you get closer to monetization, and for those of you who are monetized, you continue to grow, continue to gain, you know, more. And I'd love to see everybody that wants to go beyond the 10,000 subscribers that we talk about so often. Crazy Sully, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Oh, Blueberry Bat, thank you for coming in. Sorry that you have to go. Hopefully we'll see you back again. Thank you for the countdown. And we'll look forward to seeing you again. Baskets Resale, thank you again for coming in so early. Yeah, they've got 2 channels as a matter of fact. And I gotta start getting some people on the wheel here. Baskets Resale. Judalyn Vlog, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then, yeah, if anybody hasn't already read that video description, I update it at least once a week with new information to try to help everybody maximize the time that they spend here. So hopefully that you'll find that helpful. Inspiring Charm, thank you so much for your super chat. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up next. Time with Tiffy, like I said, has 4,460 or so subscribers, and we can push them a little bit farther, get them to 4,500, halfway on the road to 5K. Now we're looking at Inspiring Charm, another loyal and dedicated supporter who has shown great generosity through the community over and over and over again. I run into them constantly supporting other creators as well. This is one of the most heartwarming things about what we're doing here at Tuber Chat. one of the things I love the most is that when I go out and, you know, I'm supporting creators and leaving comments and visiting live streams and premieres and stuff like that, when you see other people that you know have met in the Tuber Chat community, having conversations, see them truly supporting each other and stuff like that, it's always heartwarming to see that. And then Blended Culture Creations, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And I'm going to spin the wheel in another moment. So I'm trying to get through a few channels faster than usual so that we can get more channels up on the screen today. We'll see how that goes. We haven't been on too long today already, and we've got probably another 2 hours to go, so we're good. Acast, sorry I did not welcome you, but I saw a couple people mentioning you, and Baskets Resale is just wishing a happy Sunday to you, so from myself as well. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, like I said. And other than that, hopefully everybody is doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that. Let's think about spinning the wheel. And thank you again to the Super Chatters who we've already looked at today. Bugsy Cruiser, Time with Tiffy, Inspiring Charm. I really do appreciate that. Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters is another extremely generous creator who's been back with Tuber Chat again and again, and was featured not too long after having seen them just enter the Tuber Chat community just a few short months ago. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And now we're going to look at Brown Girl Bella. She's already live actually today for her Sunday Sips, which is a regular occurrence for her, obviously weekly. Hopefully everybody will connect with Brown Girl Bella. This is a creator I talk about all the time because she has been connected to me personally for probably over a year now, and with Tuber Chat from the very beginning. So she was just featured not too long ago, as a matter of fact, but I always have a good time hanging out in her live streams, and she is a very much loved and well-respected member of the small YouTuber community at large, as well as here in Tuber Chat. Faith Swirl, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Hannah's Lifestyle, it's good to have you back as well. John H. Shelton, forgive me, I didn't welcome you earlier, but it's great to have you in the house. Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for the tweets. Yeah, anybody that tweets or retweets for Tuber Chat is automatically added by myself into our Twitter list, which is called Tuber Chat Stars. They are YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others. So if you are somebody who is active on Twitter and likes to promote videos, you'll likely find over 40 other creators from the Tuber Chat community that you already know have at least tweeted or retweeted for us and are probably willing to do the same for others. We believe wholeheartedly in giving much more than we expect to receive, and if you're the kind of person who enjoys helping other people succeed as well, my guess is that you'll see a lot of that come back even more than you were hoping for. And Twitter is a great example of a place where you can draw in some extra action for your videos onto YouTube. Beauty and Beast Journey is coming up right now. This is another creator of whom I can say the same thing that I just did about Brown Girl Bella. They are a very much loved and well-respected member of the small YouTuber community at large, as well as here in Tuber Chat. Louis TV, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh yeah, Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters. Were you saying that you had snow today? Am I reading that right? Maybe I'm mistaken. I was out visiting a couple of live streams earlier today. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team. Good to have you back in the house as well. Thank you for coming in. And then as well, you know, we can be followed on all of our social networks. The reason why I put those things together, so I've been doing a lot of social media, like, you know, since that stuff started and this and that, but it's just so that, you know, Tuber Chat can only live stream a certain amount of time every week, right? About 10 hours for live streams, that's about it. So I want you to have opportunity to meet generous creators who've had an impact on the Tuber Chat community, even when we're not live streaming. Now that we're on, you know, we're getting close to 150 episodes of Tuber Chat. That is almost 150 chances to meet other generous creators, whether it's on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or on Reddit. And Reddit is a great place to draw in extra traffic as well. Easy to share over there also. John H. Shelton had some snow last week in the UK. Yeah, we've had not that much. I'm in Niagara Falls, Canada, or close, and this has been a record year for like the least amount of snow, I think. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Mr. Fulton Mraz is in the house. Thank you for coming in, and thanks for the share. Mr. Fulton Mraz always shares for us. We're going to be looking at the adventures of Andrew and Ree up next. That was Simply Royce. That's the creator that I'm speaking of when I talk about the fact that it's her birthday today and she'll be doing a monetization celebration tonight. And then I'm just noticing Northern Mustangs is saying they can't find Louis TV. So Louis TV, if you can, just let Northern Mustangs first of all know what's a good way to find you. Sometimes typing in the name of the channel with a word that, you know, is prevalent for a lot of their videos. I'm using the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Something that kind of describes a lot of their videos. That can help. But the reason why I don't do a lot of links, I did it for Emotion today, our featured channel, because it's very hard to find that channel. But when you search and find and click on a creator's channel, you're doing them an enormous favor for the search results. As you can imagine, as weeks go on and eventually when this happens hundreds of times for people, their names start to jump up the search results, and that's what they really need more than anything else. So we've seen that with many creators who've come into Tuber Chat with popular names or popular words in their names. So we want to do that. So if somebody's having trouble finding you, just give them another way to find them. And once we find a magical word combination to get to your channel, it will really help if people are searching, finding, and clicking on your channel. Gibralmations, I'm doing great. Hopefully you are as well, but thank you for asking. And Mr. Fulton Mraz, my day is always going well, especially when I'm doing Tuber Chat. So hopefully you're doing well as well and having a good day also. Jenny June, thank you so much for the share. Yes, if anybody hasn't already shared, whether it's on your community tab, if you have one, or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, of course, I'll appreciate that greatly. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, they really do help the stream, so I'll appreciate that also. Let me see what, maybe I can do something about Louis TV. Have they not, you're mentioning they don't have any content just yet. I'm going to get some names on the wheel too in a second. We're looking at the adventures of Andrew and Ree with 2,100 subscribers. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther, get them moving on the road to 2,200. Yeah, Louis TV, unfortunately, now I'm able to catch it because I use the go-to channel extension from Swap Meet Shops. Let me make sure I got it. Thank you, though. So I am going to drop a link one time for them, just so that we can get a couple of people over there. So Louis TV, you want to make sure you're matching the avatar when you get there. They've got 203 subscribers right now, and then hopefully we'll pump them up a little bit more. And there you go. Yeah, Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters. Yeah, you're not only helping somebody on YouTube, but also on Google when you're searching and finding and clicking them, right? Because they're both search engines. Google obviously is the most popular search engine in the world. YouTube is the second most popular search engine in the world. So that's something to think about while you're running your YouTube channel. People are asking questions or searching for specific things, and you might be able to either answer those questions or provide value to somebody who's looking for something with your channel. MinerZach123, hopefully I welcomed you, but good to see you here. Hannah's Lifestyles, just wondering what kind of videos everybody makes. So if you want, just everybody can kind of mention what they do in the chat. We don't do a lot of self-promotion here, but in this case, since somebody's asked, feel free to let everybody know what kind of content you do. The truth of the matter is, here in Tuber Chat, we're not really worried so much about people's niches or themes. You're going to find supporters from all different themes and niches. . We're looking for, is everybody able to see the fishing hole? It looks like their messages are coming through okay. I might have to add that channel into our approved users list. I'm going to have to pull a maneuver to get that done, but I'll show everybody how to do that. Sometimes you might have a creator reach out to you on another social network and say they think they're blocked on your channel or something like that. They're not. It's just called being shadow banned. It happens to new channels. It happens to aggressively growing channels. And we don't know the other reasons, but that's fine. Makeup with Jessica Vargas, thank you for coming in. I'm just going to get your channel onto the wheel, and then I'm going to figure out what I can do about getting the fishing hole into our approved users list and see if that gives a little bit of help. Makeup with Jessica Vargas. And we're looking at Christian Nomad with 857 subscribers. I'm sure we can push them over the 860 that they're looking for right now and get them a little bit closer on their road to 900. And I will add some more names to the wheel in a second from my list. I'm just waiting for my pages to refresh. As you can imagine, I've got a few windows open on a couple of browsers here. So, tends to not be the fastest thing while I'm live streaming. Gazelle Shima, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you specifically wanted me to see, just please be patient with me. I probably have missed it again, and if you want to just mention it again, I'll try to catch it the next time around. Mr. Fulton Mraz is still in the house. Gazelle Shima is only here to say hello, so thank you very much for coming in. I do appreciate it greatly, and yeah, hopefully everybody who's looking for friends and family members today is finding them. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Christian Nomad is another generous creator. They've got a lot of dynamic content, including drone footage, which is really interesting to see. It's too bad that I missed this 6-year on YouTube celebration. That's something else for Christian Nomad. I'm gonna put this in my watch later so I can catch that afterwards and congratulate them. Let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up here, and then I'll start adding names. We're going to look at Thrill Seeks coming up next. That was Unmasked Lifestyle. They've got well over 1,100 subscribers now, but they're actually going to be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway next weekend. So we're hammering down a date and time for that. It'll be sometime in the early afternoon, Eastern, maybe even at noon, somewhere around there. So keep on the lookout for that. I will make sure that it's shared out on our community tab, and it probably won't be Friday, so I'll be able to have a definite day and time for everybody by the time we get back here next weekend. So let's see what else we're doing here. I did want to show everybody something. Thrill Seeks has 778 subscribers. We can likely push them beyond 780 right now. Get them a little bit closer to 800. This is another dynamic creator who has been with Tuber Chat for quite a while now and comes back for almost every live stream. So I'm just going to show you something, and then we're going to get to the wheel again and get to adding some names. When we go into YouTube Studio and we go into our settings, which is at the bottom left, we can get into our community. where we can look at adding people into our approved users list. When you see a creator come through your live stream or premiere chats and their messages are being held and moderators have to approve them, or if you find a creator reaching out to you on another social network or one of your moderators or something like that to let you know that they think they're blocked, they can't type and this and that, this can really help. Adding them into your approved users list will give them a little bit of an extra boost with the algorithm so that their messages will hopefully come through. And then Faith's World, how did I get your name highlighted? When somebody types your name with an @ symbol, it should come up orange for you. That's just so that if a chat is moving really quickly, you can notice right away if somebody is reaching out to you. So I just sent you a message right there. Hopefully that will turn out orange and you'll see, and I see you using the @ symbol anyway, but yeah, hopefully you find that helpful. It's harder to do on a phone than it is a computer, of course, because you have to use that @ symbol and spell the person's name perfectly. So we're just adding the fishing hole into our approved users list. You have to copy the URL, add it in there, and then click on it, click save, and then you're good to go. So let's get back to ThrillSeeks, and I will spin the wheel. There's Nightbot dropping a link for our gold member. It will do that for both Just Vlogging Life and for Chrissy L from time to time, about every half hour or so. So hopefully everybody will rally around those channels. And we're going to look at the fishing hole right now, as a matter of fact. I forgot to take ThrillSeeks off the wheel. Let's get the fishing hole up here. This is the second channel from Corinne's Life, who is with us all the time as a moderator, for that reason that, you know, the fishing hole is here as a moderator as well. And this is another channel that's going to, like, first of all, she's a generous creator that allows people to connect in her live streams the same way we do here in Tuber Chat. Now she's starting a second channel to do the very same thing. So there are lots, hundreds at least, of channels where you can meet other creators similarly to the way we do on Tuber Chat. And they're all a little bit different. Some very different, some only a little bit different. And the fishing hole with Corinne's Life, she's going to do things her own way, of course, as you'd expect. But you will likely meet lots of friends and family members over there. We actually had Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, who's with us all the time, come in from Corinne's Life already. So I think it's a great idea. Paul Blogs 2, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And everybody can wait to see again. Everybody can see you. I can see you. Paul Blogs 2. Let me just send you a message to make sure. We can see you. Yeah, if you're ever in a chat and you're typing and you feel like you're being ignored, what you can do is switch your chat from live chat to top chat and back again, and that will, if your messages disappear, then there's a problem. But it's not necessarily that you're blocked. YouTube has many different glitches, especially these days when they've got so much traffic and are short-staffed and everything else. So what you can do is reach out to a moderator or a host on another social network like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or something like that. Let them know that you can't be seen, and then they can try to fix the issue for you by adding you into the approved users list like I just did for the fishing hole. And we just did that to make sure. So I'm just looking over at my list now to see what I can do for adding names to the wheel. 4V Chuckles is coming up. Northern Mustangs will be on the wheel in a second here. My new friend from Barrie, Ontario. Little Frenchie in Big Texas hopefully is still with us. And then I'll spin and we'll get another channel up. .4V Chuckles is coming up next. Here's 4V Chuckles right here with 101 subscribers. We're hoping we can get them a few more so they can keep their 100 locked in. And then Jamie Jerosi, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad it's your first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's here to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Bugsy Cruiser, thank you so much again for your generosity and for the time that you've spent. Tales of Tea, I hope I welcomed you when you came in. And hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, of course, I will get around to everybody at some point. Let's get another couple of creators here. Scratchin' Pete PA. Now, I did notice that Scratchin' Pete has a premiere, so he puts out videos every Tuesday on his channel, and they're interactive. You can join. I'll get into more of a speech afterwards about it, but I did notice that he has a premiere coming up for this Tuesday's video, so when we look at his channel, we'll find that premiere. The Javier Lifestyle, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I did say we were going to spin, so 4V Chuckles, hopefully, like I said, everybody will rally around this channel. We're officially connected now, as you can see, and then we'd love to see this channel get their 100 nice and locked in, so that if YouTube keeps playing games with everybody, they're good to go. Let's get TN Lance up here next. I will add some names to the wheel in another few moments. Declan Fans 2020 came in. Thanks for coming in. And Gibromations, thank you so much for the share. I really do appreciate it. Yes, if anybody has the ability to share, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, of course, I'll appreciate it greatly. Helps us get more channels in here and pushes Tuber Chat a little bit farther into the algorithm, as you can imagine, bringing in traffic. And then as well, if you haven't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that as well. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It's very quick, and it really does help the stream, so I'll appreciate it. And then, yeah, Jazzy J Slots. So what happens is it's always YouTube doing it. So we wonder sometimes if people are unsubscribing, but I promise you that rarely ever happens. What happens lately, YouTube used to do an aggressive major purge every 3 months or so. And what it would do is remove any creators that any connections that it deemed were invalid or inactive. But after about halfway through September this year, like 4 or 5 months ago, it started to happen a lot more aggressively and a lot more frequently. So today, like in the last 24 hours, many creators, probably everybody, has lost some people more than others. I've heard of people losing 10. I've heard of the fishing hole. I think they said they lost 26 or something like that. It's YouTube doing it. And usually what they do is they take older subscribers away to replace the new ones you've connected to. But what you can do is look, if you keep track of everybody you connect with here in Tuber Chat and anywhere else that you're connecting with people, and then a day or two later, you go back to their channel, look in their channels to see if their subscriptions are public. If they're public, you'll see yourself in there or not. And then you can reach out to that creator on another social network, let them know that their connection didn't stick. And what that will do is it will also help everybody, because when I talk about connecting here, I say we must be watching a full video of at least 3 minutes long while we're connecting. Now, I know we still have problems with some creators not doing that. A lot of people put on the live stream, but they're out when I'm talking about it, or they've got the volume down and things like that. Or, some people just won't do it, this and that. But as time goes on and we catch more people, let's say, not fulfilling the entire procedure, we can look at it as a misunderstanding, and the idea is we just want to guide everybody in the right direction, get everybody on the same page so we're all doing the full process. If you're connecting with more than 10 people an hour here on Tuber Chat, it's too fast. You're probably going to lose them, or as a minimum, they're going to lose you. We don't want that for anybody. But hopefully my explanation is okay for you. But Life with Adrienne XO, thank you for coming in. And then, the Javier Lifestyle hasn't lost anything yet today. There you go. 4V Chuckles lost 8. Yeah, it happens to everybody. Even Tuber Chat loses subscribers. If I go and look right now at our analytics, we'll probably see that Tuber Chat lost a few as well. Shell and 10 Awesomeness, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. It's been a while, but it's great to have you back in the chat. And there you go. Face World lost a bunch of subscribers as well. Here's Familia Destrada. This is another creator that has a channel where you can go and connect with other people the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. Similarly, it's much more fast-paced and has been running for a long time. We've gained many friends and family members from Familia de Estrada. So thank you, brother, for coming in. And then thank you also for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, Froggy went to knitting. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. It's been a while, but I'm glad to have you here. I have a good time hanging out in her live streams. Now there's an example, not that it matters, of a creator. You know, when I talk about the idea that now I follow thousands of channels, as you can imagine, and 99% of them have less than 10,000 subscribers. And Froggy Went to Knitting is somebody who came into the Tuber Chat community. I followed them now and caught them on several live streams. Now, I may not have otherwise ever found that channel if it wasn't for the way that we're connecting here. And this is what I'm talking about when we say we're not worried about people's niches or themes or things like that. I follow channels that do knitting, do art, do dumpster diving, tarot reading channels, lottery scratching channels, all kinds of different channels. And you will find that people will support you regardless of what their niche is or whatever your niche is, because most of the people who end up staying in the Tuber Chat community and continuing on with things like what we're doing here end up so much more caring about the creators behind the channels than even the channels themselves, and find themselves entertained by new and fascinating things that we otherwise might not have found. That's my assumption anyway. So forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. Unmasked Lifestyle, we looked at your clip a little bit earlier, but I'm going to get you onto the wheel. Thank you for coming in. And I was saying that they have got their 1,000 subscriber giveaway happening next week. We're going to hammer down a date and a time. We'll have that soon. And Hannah's Lifestyle just hit 164. Very cool. Hopefully we'll keep you going. Hopefully you'll meet lots more. Yeah, just keep an open mind, says the Javier Lifestyle. Don't follow a certain niche, follow a great personality. And that seems to be the case, right? Especially when I tell stories about the channels that come through the chat, and particularly the ones that I put on the screen, you'll get to know the kind of loyal and dedicated creators that come through Tuber Chat regularly. Computer Chick Productions, good to see you back in the house. Yeah, numbers come and go. Well, you have to enjoy what you're doing and make it fun. Absolutely, yes. I wouldn't wish anybody to get stuck in doing a channel that they're not enjoying. So I always recommend to everybody to try different ideas. Film everything you can think of. You can always use it or not use it. Delete it if you don't like it. Change your mind a million times if you'd like to. For a lot of creators that don't know how they're going to start a YouTube channel, you can do variety, like I do on my personal channel, like I did for the first channel I ever started running. I've been on YouTube many years, running several different channels for other people. And what I recommend a lot of times is start a variety channel, and then when something flies or you find another idea or inspiration comes to you, break off into a second channel. That's why you notice Tuber Chat is extremely niched. This channel is meant for one reason. It's a meeting place so that we all can meet loyal and dedicated creators who will support us over the long term. That's all it's for. I know it's a long speech, but you know what I mean. And then my personal channel is just for experimenting and teaching and trying different things so that I can share the best information from experience while I'm here. Hopefully everybody will share their knowledge and experience so we can all make the best decisions for our channels, myself included. This is Northern Mustangs, a new friend to Tuber Chat, who's here for the third time from Barrie, Ontario, which is only a few hours away from where I am in the Niagara Falls area. And hopefully everybody will rally around this channel, and they've got their 100 locked in, but we'd love to see them move a little bit farther. They are officially on the road to 200. And Computer Chick Productions has their channel since 2006, and we're close to 1K at one time, but has gone through many purges. So hopefully we'll see them continue to grow. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Claymare, good to see you back in the house. Let's get you onto the wheel right away. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to look at Claymare right now, and the reason why is because the other day they came in right at the end of a live stream, and I didn't catch them in time. I would have had them on the wheel, but I was just closing out the live stream, and I literally ended the second that I saw their comment. So we're looking at Claymare right now. This is another creator who's been back with Tuber Chat again and again since finding us just a short time ago, but has already shown generosity in the community, and for that reason has already been featured on Tuber Chat. So hopefully everybody will rally around that channel. She's got 1,620 or so subscribers right now, but I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther and get them moving on that road to 1,700. Aaron Hockey, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And absolutely, Emotion, yes, it is really awesome to see the family here growing. Like I said, when you hear the stories that I tell about the channels that come through the chat, and particularly the ones I put on the screen, you get the idea of the kind of loyal and dedicated supporters there are here. And like I said, one of the most heartwarming things is to be out in other people's premieres, live streams, or commenting on videos and see a lot of the people that you met in the Tuber Chat community, or had met each other, out supporting each other, and like I said, when I tell these stories about creators that come through, you'll see we have some creators who've only been here for a few weeks. We have some creators who've been here since the beginning of Tuber Chat from last May, and I've got creators that still come through that I met well over a year ago, and it's wonderful to hear those stories. There's Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. We've got you on there right away. Let me spin. We'll get another channel up here, and then I will get to adding some names to the wheel. Little Frenchie in Big Texas is coming up next. Little Frenchie in Big Texas actually has a premiere coming up today in about 4 hours, a little bit less than 4 hours from now. So while you're on that channel, you can head to hopefully their videos tab. Is it going to show up here for us, or didn't show up here? What happened there? When I was looking for the channel, I saw this here. So you'll see there's a reminder for a premiere right there, and you can hit that reminder. Now I've just hit it, but today at 6:30 p.m. our time, which is a little bit less than 4 hours from now, like I said. So hopefully everybody will catch that. And then hopefully everybody's doing okay meeting new friends and family members. If you've mentioned something in the chat that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, please just be patient with me. I fall behind sometimes, and if you mention it again, hopefully I'll catch it the next time around, or just give me a nudge. Please don't be shy about that. And other than that, it looks like everybody's doing okay for now. If you have the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, they really do help the stream, so I'll appreciate that as well. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. Let's spin. We'll get one more channel up here, and then I'll start adding a couple more names to the wheel. Scratch and Pete PA, one of the very most supportive creators on all of YouTube, and I know I went into a speech yesterday, but I think that of every creator I've ever known on YouTube, Scratch and Pete might have the most shoutouts done for him. Oh, now see, he's got his front page set up, and I'm assuming the idea is that you've got upcoming live streams as the section here. I'd love it if you just let me know if I'm right about that. And that's why his premiere is coming up right away when you get to the channel. So hopefully everybody will hit the notification for this as you're connecting with Scratch and Pete PA. He always has videos that are released on Tuesdays, some premieres, some not, but hopefully everybody will join them this Tuesday around noon Eastern, just after noon Eastern, for this premiere. And these are videos where it's a weekly series now that's being done, but you get to vote on the content of the videos. You could do that on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And hopefully you'll connect with Scratch and Pete in all those different places. They've been a dedicated and loyal and beloved moderator for Tuber Chat for many, many, many months now. And then hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. Bose Pixel, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, of course, I'll get around to everybody at some point. And Happy Lux, my dear, dear, dear friend, is back in the house. Happy Lux has been live streaming every day again recently. Let's get that. Oh, I don't remember capitals. That's my friend from Germany. He does a live stream that is much more fast-paced than what we do here in Tuber Chat, but allows people to connect the same way that we do here. So I've known Happy Lux now for probably a year. And when Tuber Chat was just barely starting, before we ever live streamed, and I was growing the channel and growing the subscriber base like we're doing here now for everybody, Happy Lux was of unbelievable help. I gained hundreds of new friends and family members, both for Tuber Chat and my personal channel, from Happy Lux. He has 2 channels now, as a matter of fact, and has been live streaming every day for the last few days again. So it's great to see him so active. I hope everybody will connect with Happy Lux. We'll look at that channel later, and then you'll find lots of friends and family members there. And thank you for asking, my dear friend. I am always good. Hopefully you are as well. What made me want to do the channel just for this? Faith's World. So I'm glad you asked, so thank you for that. What happened is many months, like over a year ago, I was introduced to people in the small YouTuber community, if you want to call it that, right? So I've been on YouTube for many years. I run channels for other people. I started as a channel manager. I started running channels and producing videos for other people before even myself, because I've always been into social media. But when we started on YouTube, and I was introduced to people in the small YouTuber community, eventually I started to find people like Happy Lux, Fern's Junk Closet, Melda and Amra family, even Familia de Estrada, who was in here earlier today, and things like that. There are many channels where people can connect the way we're doing here in Tuber Chat, and they're all just a little bit different. But with my social media background, and I happen to be a marketing guy, then I said, you know what, I'm going to do a growth stream, but I'm going to put a lot of focus on technical details so that hopefully we can share knowledge and I can give some experience as well as advice that I learned from other people, because I learn from creators of all sizes every day, while building a community, because I know how to do this anyway. I've already done it in other things, you know, over the last 20, 25 years. But we can really have generous, dedicated, and loyal people, because I was introduced to so many people that showed unbelievable generosity that I was inspired. And that's what brought Tuber Chat as an idea. That's why when you're here, my hope is that you find some of the most loyal and dedicated people that you will find, because we put so much focus on friendships here. The idea is you're meeting the creators behind the channels, not just subscribing to each other. And now that Tuber Chat's been here long enough, and I've been, you know, running my own channel for well over a year, you'll find that I tell stories about people who I've been connected to for that long. Happy Lux, for instance, is one of those people. His Word, thank you for coming back in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. Finding happiness in all you do. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And then, oh, thank you, Finding Happiness in All You Do. Thank you for the hello. Hopefully you're doing well. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. Yeah, I lost a handful of subscribers again. Yeah, everybody went through a purge again over the last 24 hours. Happens all the time. And then if anybody hasn't already read our video description, I update it every week with new information, and I kind of adjust the process to make sure that we're doing everything we can to slow down the purging and glitching. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More has 1,060 or so subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 1,070. And get them moving on that road to 1,100. I'm going to spin one more time. We'll get another channel up here, and then I will add some names from the list. Buddha of Destiny, Namaste. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then thank you, Faith's World. Forgive me, because when we're here, I have to race through my speeches. But as a matter of fact, I've been fortunate to do a lot of panels with other creators. Not so much recently, but like over the last many months. And there's a couple of other videos you can check out. So Vern's Junk Closet is a dear, dear, dear friend of mine personally. We call each other our BFF on YouTube because I've been connected to her for well over a year. She joined me for a 2-hour episode of number 100 of Tuber Chat, where we did it much different than we're doing today. It was an interview where we talked about YouTube technical details and 2 hours of tips and tricks that will help everybody through both our experience and the things we've both learned over the last many years on YouTube. And then as well, recently I did another panel on her channel with CJ's Infotech, which is listed on our front page as well. You can find another couple of interviews and things like that. I did the Small YouTuber Show with Mr. Johnny 25 a few months ago, and that's there as well, where I'm able to get into a little bit more speech because they're interviews. So, like, you know, people ask questions, and then I got all the time in the world to talk about that. But my hope is that you'll find some of what I say, you know, hopefully helpful more than anything else. I know I can sound motivating, and I wish that, so I hope that that's the case as well. And, you know, I just love this stuff. I love social media. I've always been a marketing guy my whole life, and I love this stuff. I love the idea of helping everyone, because as we all grow our channels, nobody has to take anything away from each other to grow and to gain. You know what I mean? There's more than plenty for everybody. It's the big companies are paying through AdSense. Nobody's hurting anybody. Everybody gets to grow. And we're not taking subscribers away from each other to gain subscribers. We're all able to grow and share, which is incredible. I'm so happy about that. But anyway, hopefully I haven't missed anything else in the chat. My favorite thing to watch. Are you asking everybody Hannah's lifestyle, or are you asking me personally? My favorite thing to watch. I have a few YouTubers that I watch myself personally, but no different than anybody else. You find a few people that you tend to go back to. I try to support as many creators as I can. It becomes harder and harder as we all grow and follow more people. So you'll notice sometimes I hit people's live streams. I'm only able to stay for like 16 minutes. I want to give everybody 15 minutes of time, but I sometimes hit 10 to 20 live streams in a day, right? Or premieres and stuff like that. I watch hundreds of videos a week. I'm lucky I work on a computer, so I can do that. And I got a few things that I watch, but it's hard for me to pick favorites just because I watch so many different things and my intentions are so different than strictly enjoyment. It really doesn't come down for me to channels as much as it comes down to content. So if I see somebody do a video that I particularly want to see, I might grab that video regardless of what creator made it, you know. And most of the stuff I find is in the Tuber Chat community. Forgive me if I have missed anything in the chat, more questions or comments that you meant for me specifically to see. I tend to fall behind, especially when I get into these long speeches, but if you mention it again, hopefully I'll catch it the next time around. We're looking at Baskets Resale with 351 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, maybe even to 360 or so, and get them moving on that road to 400. Ivis Animators, good to see you in the house. JetLife777 is here. Vanessa Ogumwali, good to see you in the house again. Thank you for coming in. Lashira Crochet, thank you for coming back in. And I hope I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active in the chat, I should get around to everybody. Bay and Bay TV, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. We're going to get JetLife777 onto the wheel. I'm going to get Unmasked Lifestyle up on the screen first. Baskets Resale has another channel, but they're growing this one to hopefully 1,000 subscribers sooner than later. We were talking about Unmasked Lifestyle for a brief moment earlier today. Like I said, they've got well over 1,100 subscribers, but we'd love to push them a little bit farther. They're on the road to 1,200. And next week, they're going to do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And we'll get a date and time for everybody for that within the next several days. And I'll make sure that we talk about it next Friday. And it will be posted on our community tab and everything else. And so, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Meeting new friends and family members. Gibromation's having a great time. That's good stuff. Oh, Froggy went to knitting. My goodness. Thank you so much for your extremely generous super chat. I appreciate that. I have a feeling that Froggy went to knitting is going to take over as the stream boss from Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More if it works right now. There it is. We see a couple of glitches with that, but it worked this time. So Froggy went to knitting as our new stream boss, and because of your super chat, I'm going to put your channel up next. So hopefully everybody will subscribe to Unmasked Lifestyle. We watched their clip earlier in the stream, and we see that every day. And like I said, this has been a generous and supportive creator for many, many months here with Tuber Chat, almost from the beginning, as a matter of fact. And I always speak highly because this creator is dynamic. They always have information that I feel is good for everybody. And then as well, the presentation on their channel is just spectacular. So let's hit Froggy Went to Knitting right now and see what's happening. I was talking about this channel earlier as well because I've been able to catch them several times in live streams. I always have a good time hanging out with them. They've got dynamic panels going on all the time where they've got a virtual knitting circle, if you want to call it that. There's much more to this channel, but for instance, you know, they'll have live streams where they've got a handful of different people on a StreamYard panel. And I've been able to catch them a few times. The Chit Chat Queen, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Ibis Animators, I'm going to ask you just for a favor. Please have a look at our video description because it describes exactly how the wheel works, how you can get on the screen and stuff like that. We don't do any self-promotion here, so we don't do any like, you know, can I be on the wheel or can you show me next and stuff like that. It goes by robot, which is somewhat automatic. My robot keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. It's not just about how long you're here, but how active you are and how much you interact with everybody else. When I need names for the wheel, like which I do right now, I'm going to go over to my list and add them based on who's been most active in the chat. Fates World, how do I give a gift? Are you talking about the silly things that we say in the chat, like I've been to your place and left a package, or left cookies, or baked with you, or danced with you? We don't talk about sub for sub here, right? The idea is we're doing much, much more than subscribing to each other's channels, but because that stuff is against YouTube's community guidelines, we have to dance around the words that we use. So sometimes we'll even say, want to dance with me, want to bake with me, or I've been to your house and left you a gift. And what that means is somebody's been to your channel, watched a video, left a comment, that's the gift or package, and then as well, they are waiting for you to turn around and do the same thing. And then if you're talking about memberships and super chats, those are at the bottom of the chat. You'll see, unless you're on an iPhone, it looks a little bit differently. You can't get a membership on an iPhone, but you have a little button here that is for super chats. But it's absolutely not necessary. Always very much appreciated, but I don't hold anything back. There's nothing that I do for super chatters and memberships that I don't do for everybody else. The only difference is we just let them move a little bit faster, as you've seen. If anybody's gonna consider a membership, just please make sure you read all of the details first. I'm so sorry, Danny Riemann. I didn't mean to wipe out that message. I didn't mean to delete that. And Unmasked Lifestyle, thank you so much for your super chat as well. I really do appreciate that. It's absolutely not necessary, but very much appreciated. And we've already looked at that channel, of course. But thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. FamBam Expat US, I hope I welcomed you. I think you've been here for a long time today, but it's great that you're here for quite a while. Hopefully you're meeting lots of friends and family members. And then, yeah, everybody should be commenting if they're connecting, Declan Fans 2020, but thank you for mentioning it. So Froggy Went to Knitting has 1,550 subscribers, so this channel's moving along nicely. They are also monetized. They've got their membership set up and everything else as well. But hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther. They are halfway on their road to 2K. I'd love to see them get a little bit closer to the 1,600 that's on their mind right now. And that's too bad. Yeah, Danny Riemann was asking how everybody is. Hopefully everybody's doing okay, and accidentally deleted the message. That's okay. So we'll spin. We'll get one more channel up, and then I will add some names from our list. And we'll get moving. We'll try to get a lot more channels happening here. JetLife777 is having a good time with the custom emojis. JetLife777 is coming up right now. Faith's World, that's okay. I really appreciate the idea. You know, things like super chats and memberships are absolutely not necessary. I know not everybody can. They're there, you know, but like I said, I'm never going to hold anything back on the live stream. So when I talk about information and things like that, it's all the same. Everybody has the same chance to get on the wheel or the screen if that's what you want, and this and that. The only difference is in the case of super chats and memberships, we might just let them skip the line and get onto the wheel or the screen faster. That's it. But other than that, everything's always the same. And like I said, that kind of stuff is absolutely not necessary. Very much appreciated. But yeah, it's all good. Oh, Ibis Animators. Yeah, I do have a green screen. I did a review of it on my personal channel, actually. It's portable, as you can see. So I can move it around if I need to. And, you know, that makes it versatile. You can stream from just about anywhere for that reason. So I did say I was going to get some more names on the wheel. JetLife777 with 440 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even get them to 450, and they will be halfway on their road to 500. And thank you, Danny Riemann, for the kind words. I do appreciate that. The Tyler Show's in the house. Thank you for coming in. Kitchen with Alia Omar. Good to see you here. I think this is your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's here to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. 73540 Viking, thank you for coming in. Yeah, the green screen, I love it. My girlfriend got it for me last Valentine's Day, as a matter of fact, and it was such a perfect idea because Tuber Chat had not yet started. I only started live streaming for Tuber Chat in May, but for every live stream I've ever done, now we're on like episode number 148 today. That's how many times this green screen has been used, plus on my personal channel. So I love it. Like I said, I did a review of it on my personal channel, so if you want to check that out, it's Kevin K, K-A-Y-E, and then you'll see that review pretty easily, and you can see what is involved in this thing. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Soul Stitch 1111, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And MinerSack123, I hope you're meeting new friends and family members. Happy Lux, thank you for the share. And what time is it for us here? For me, it's 3 p.m. I'm in the Eastern time zone. Same as Toronto or New York. Oh, Danny Riemann, yeah, I move the times of the live streams around every week so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. That's why you'll find that we're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but I move them all the time. And then, yeah, Tyler Shows enjoys their green screen. FamBam Expat US, thank you for the kind words. The other thing, too, is, so, look, Sam's Vlogs Trains of More is saying they need to get some sort of a backdrop or green screen, but I know of creators who simply take green construction paper. I have some here, but I can't reach it. And you can just get that like at any, you know, paper store. or any store that sells office supplies and things like that. And you can literally just stick green paper to the wall, and most of the things we use, whether it's Streamlabs or StreamYard and things like that, are good enough to get by. You know, I'm not doing like professional cinematography while we're here in this live stream, so the Streamlabs that I use and the green screen are good enough to get the message across in this case, right? If you're doing feature films and stuff like that, obviously want better technology, but I promise you that's all you need. So you don't necessarily have to buy expensive equipment. There are always ways to get around things, and people are doing other things. They have paint that is made with the specific chroma key, whether it's green screen or blue screen. You can paint an entire wall that color so that it's always there behind you if you wanted to. But other than that, there's always, like, you know, these different options. I just love my green screen, but it was a gift. I didn't buy it. You know, like I said, my girlfriend bought it for me. I'm just happy to have it. I did promise we're going to get some names to the wheel, so I'm going to get that going right now. Faith's World is coming up. Sergeant Life is coming up. Hannah's Lifestyle. Gibromations up here. I just want to load it up a little bit. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. We'll watch a clip and then we'll get to the next channel. My dear friend from Germany, Happy Lux, is coming up next. This creator, as a matter of fact, has 2 channels now. So they also have another channel called Happy Ger, which I will show you, G-E-R for Germany. But this is Happy Lux. And they're in the chat with us now as a member and a moderator, as a matter of fact. But I've been connected to Happy Lux for, you know, I think it's a year now. It's about that. And he live streams regularly and does a much more fast-paced and upbeat live stream than I do here with Tuber Chat. You're still able to connect with people the same way. I've gained hundreds of friends and family members for both Tuber Chat and my personal channel from Happy Lux's live streams. He's got a video game going, music playing, and it's very fast-paced, feels almost like a party. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. And they stream in different times usually than Tuber Chat does because they're in a different time zone. So you've got lots of opportunity to meet many more people there as well. Zoo, I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. T-Z-U, I'm assuming it's Zoo, but it's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. The Coach Plays, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And we got a few channels from the UK, as a matter of fact, Danny Riemann, and from the area. So this is the second channel from Happy Lux. This is Happy Ger, like I was talking about. They're from Germany, so the GER is just for that. They do a lot of gaming live streaming here as well, and they've got both their channels monetized. Obviously, Happy Lux has over 13,000 subscribers, but they're working on Happy Ger as well. Already got that monetized, already got membership set up, and everything else. So there's much to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained and inspired by. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat, whether it is a question or a comment that anybody's meant for me specifically to see. If you mention it again, I tend to fall behind. I don't mean to miss anything, but if you mention it again, hopefully I'll catch it the next time around. Oh, and thank you, The Coach Plays. Oh, you must have been recommended, so thank you for coming in. Like I said, everybody's here willing to connect, so if you want to take a moment just to read our video description, it describes how everything works here. You'll likely find some new friends and family members for your channel, if that's what you would like. Ibis Animators, I don't really know what you're talking about there. And thank you, Ibis Animators. Hopefully you'll meet lots of friends and family members if that's what you would like. Just please take a moment to read our video description and then you'll find out how to get the most out of your time here. And then thank you very much, Mr. Fulton Mraz. They always have great news and announcements for us. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. I must have missed something that you mentioned. I'm just looking to see if I missed anything from Sam's Vlog. Browse the internet for something good as a backdrop. Yeah, it's you know, I happen to use a lot of stock footage and photography and stuff like that. Well, you know, I just pay license stuff for that, and that's where like this picture of the Toronto skyline likely comes from. But that's something else that, you know, green screens make it possible that we can change our environment on our channels all the time if we want to. Declan Fans 2020, what's my favorite song? It changes all the time. I used to be a DJ for many, many, many years. So for me I can never pick a favorite because I have too much music in my head all the time. That's been forever. But I like most of the popular stuff that everybody likes in most genres. I end up liking anyway. And Mr. Fulton Mraz has recently done another America's Got Talent audition, and hopefully we'll hear back from them soon. Hannah's Lifestyle, always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I keep the schedule on our banner, so it just says Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday because I can't guarantee times. I try to schedule the live streams a few days in advance so that everybody can plan if they want to or need to. This week, for instance, yesterday, I was planning on doing one much earlier around this time, and I ended up having to move it. So I try not to do that too often. And then Ibis Animators can really make music. Very cool. Oh, can't really make music. That's okay. We'll be looking forward to getting to know your channel, as we do with everybody. Once again, if anybody has the ability to share, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, of course, I'll appreciate that. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that as well. It really does help the stream. If you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but it only takes a moment. It's very quick, and you don't lose your place, and it really does help the stream. And yeah, the Coach Plays, it's unfortunate on the phone. Now, my understanding is that the guys who make the extension that I use here called the Go-To Channel extension from Swap Meet Shops, this allows me to click on somebody's name. And then I can get usually right to their channel. It's not perfect, but it works 99% of the time. I understand that they have an Android one as well, but I don't use an Android phone, so I don't know. But it's worth looking into. They charge for their for the extension I use, it's like $10 a year, which I don't think is terrible. And then for the Android app, I think is a little bit more. I don't know if it's an app or a plugin, but it's worth looking into. It's just called Go-To Channel. So if you're on able to search from the Chrome Web Store, you can look for Go-To Channel, all one word, and you'll find it right away, and then you can have a look. And then thank you, Ibis Animators. Here it seems to be going okay for me, but thank you for asking. I noticed you said you do speed paint and speed drawings for now, if I read that right. Hopefully you're doing well as well. And there you go. Yeah, Northern Mustangs has a great idea. So they're talking about keeping track of everybody they connect with today so that they can follow up a day or two from now and make sure that those connections are still there, because we know that YouTube is playing a lot of games with subscribers with this glitching and purging. Makeup with Jessica Vargas has 1,260 or so subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 1,270 or so, a little bit closer on their road to 1,300. Let's spin and we'll see about getting another channel up here. I got to see if Sergeant Life is still in the chat, but they will be coming up next. Danny Riemann was just asking if I'm going to watch the Super Bowl. If maybe they're asking everybody if everybody's going to watch the Super Bowl. So probably. I'm not the biggest football fan in the world. I don't watch a lot of football at all. But it's hard not to watch the Super Bowl when you know it's coming. So next week I'm going to make sure that the live streams are scheduled so that there's plenty of time. We'll do early one again on Sunday so that we're lots of time before the Super Bowl show starts for everybody to watch. Hannah's Lifestyle, everyone stop chatting. I wonder what you mean. Faster slow drawing videos just in case you want to copy. That's actually a really cool idea, Ibis Animators. I'll be looking forward to looking at your channel to see that. That's a really good idea. It sounds like you're trying to hit people with education as well as entertainment. And then, yeah, Declan Fans 2020. Lots of people watch the Super Bowl, particularly for the purpose of seeing the commercials, because we see things that aren't always available everywhere else. So, Sergeant Life, I'm not sure if they're still with us in the chat, but that's okay. They've been previously featured on Tuber Chat with 136 subscribers. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther, maybe even to 140. And get them moving. They're almost halfway on their road to 200 already. Faith's World is coming up right now. .003 Silius, thank you for coming in. Good to see you here. Northern Mustangs. Tomorrow should be... Tomorrow, I believe, is 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I had to move yesterday, so it got everybody confused. Because I had already said on Friday that the live streams were going to be early, an hour after each one. And that ended up not necessarily being a mistake, but just because we moved everything around yesterday, it made it a little bit confusing. But the live stream for tomorrow is already set up. You can go and have a look at that on our front page and get notified if you need to. Tomorrow will be, like I said, I think I got it set for 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm almost certain. Yeah, I need some serious channels on the wheel. Danny Riemann is kind of mentioning that. Faith's World, 218 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well and get them moving. We can get them over 220 today, I'm sure. And hopefully get them even a little bit farther. Jenny McQueen Official, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. Oh, there, John H. Shelton, Transformers 80s cartoon on DVD. Yeah, I'll age myself by telling you I was there. I used to watch that every day. I used to run home from school to make sure that I would catch G.I. Joe and Transformers back in the day. Okay, we've seen Faith's World, Baskets Resale, Declan Fans 2020 is coming up, Gibro Nations is still there. Paul Blogs 2, is that channel still with us in the chat here? I gotta start looking to see if people are still here. I'm not sure if Paul Blogs 2 is still here. Jenny June is still with us. Little Ruby's Daycare Encounter might be gone. I know not everybody can stay all the time, right? And I appreciate every moment everybody spends here in Tuber Chat. It becomes harder as we follow more and more creators, right? Okay, let's spin. And I'll add some more names in another moment. The next channel that we're going to look at is going to be Jenny June. We'll get Jenny June's channel up on the screen, and then I'll see what I can do about adding some more names to the wheel. How does it do this? Ibis Animations, I'm just wondering what you mean by that. If you're talking about how I played the clip that I just played, that is just a... I'm using Streamlabs OBS for the purpose of live streaming, which I'll show you. Here it is right here. And it's got a lot of different features that you can add. So I can set it up to have one of those videos to play, which I've already produced, right? I had to spend the time producing those. But then I press a button and it just plays it. Then I press another button to get back to this screen. Like I'll show you, I can... if I want to take off for a minute, I can put a screen on like this and some music plays for everybody, and then I can come back here by just hitting another button. So, I mean, there's lots and lots and lots of different features available in Streamlabs OBS, but I'm enjoying it. Hopefully it's working out for everybody. Oh, a 003 Silius. Yeah, that's the... I keep forgetting about the O's and the zeros there. Danny Riemann, how's everyone in the stream? Hoping everybody's doing well, I'm sure. Oh, I should have knocked that message out. Oh, where did it go? Vanessa Ogumbwali. Let me pull that message. We don't, Vanessa Ogumbwali, yeah, we don't do any, like, you know, come get me, I'll get you back. That's the opposite of the way we're doing. What we want to do is support other creators first, watch their video, give them a comment and a like, subscribe to them, turn their bell on, and then let them know that you've done that, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. Jenny June, you're looking for emotion. Their link is pinned to the chat, as a matter of fact. Because that's our featured channel for today. So every day I feature a different channel on Tuber Chat based on generosity that I see within the community. And for that reason, Emotion was featured today. So their link is pinned to the chat. And Jenny June has got the featured channels collaboration going on. I talk about this all the time. When you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. If you happen to have featured Tuber Chat or my personal channel on your front page, just please make sure that I know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. Makeup Mom and Son, it's always good to have you in the chat. Thank you for coming in. And really got to work on a new channel banner. So Jenny June as well, I don't think there's anything wrong with what you have here. You know what I mean? It's attractive enough. I know it's basic, but I happened to have done last week another live stream on my personal channel where I did a tutorial on how to use Canva, which is a free app and website where you can make thumbnails and banners easily and for free. So if you wanted to get something up that's just a little more colorful and vibrant, or with some more information, it's fast to get that done. So you can check that out if you'd like to. And Mariska Van Bundren's in the house. Very cool. I don't think I've put her on the wheel yet then. Oh, Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters, you're here. Oh, I see you mentioned a comment, Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters. You just said of sharing videos. Did I miss a first part of a question from you? Or something, maybe? Forgive me for that. I must have missed it. Hilda DC, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. I skipped over you because I didn't think you were here. The info on featuring on the homepage, please. Soul Stitch 1111. So I do it often in the live streams. As a matter of fact, I'll do it right now. And then yes, Danny Riemann, yes, yes. I'll just put it here, Kevin K. Just in case anybody was looking for that on my personal channel. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, I will get around to everybody. I'm going to show everybody how to feature channels on your front page in another moment here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Hopefully we're doing okay. I'm going to refresh a page over here. Sam, what laptop would I recommend other than a MacBook? I don't really have a recommendation these days because I used to love HP. I've been lucky enough to own a couple of HPs over my lifetime. One of them lasted like 10 years and was just as fast the day I stopped using it as it was when I started. But I don't like what they've been doing lately. I've recently got another HP and it's not making me happy. Otherwise, I would have recommended that. Any popular brand. I do like Huawei. I have a tablet from Huawei, but and thank you, Danny Riemann. I'm doing good, thank you. I like their the quality. Now, I've only seen pictures of Huawei laptops, and they're probably quite expensive, like MacBooks and this and that. But the quality looks good to me. So let's get this done. I don't want to lose track of what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go to you can go to your channel, customize channel, or you can go on the left side of your YouTube studio on the customization tab. If you want to mark the time, we're in an hour and a half, 90 minutes into today's live stream, number 148. So if you want to go back and watch this part again, just mark the time, an hour and a half into today's live stream. I do it all the time. I'm happy to do it anytime anybody wants. But that's in case you want to see this exact one. And I will spin the wheel again the second we're done with this. So when you get into your customization settings here, there's lots of stuff you can do to your front page. I encourage everybody to explore this if you haven't already. You can add a trailer for people who haven't subscribed yet. You can add a featured video for people who are returning to your channel already subscribed. That's where I hope everybody will check out episode number 100 of Tuber Chat, because it's 2 hours of tips and tricks for your channel. Much different than today's live stream. Then we have featured channel sections. So I have 3. So I have bronze level members, gold and silver members, but the featured channels that I'm talking about are up here at the top. So if you don't already have this, you can click on this add section, and you'll see lots of different options for things you can add to your page. You can have up to 10 sections here. And then when you add the section, you click edit. And then this will allow you to look at the list of everybody who's here. So for instance, Jenny June is right here with Makeup with Jessica Vargas and with Rating and Retail. So I'm going to take Jenny June off. So I just deleted it. Now I'm just going to look for her channel again. You could just search. If you can't find it this way, you can drop a URL in here. But when I look for Jenny June, there she is, 1,280 subscribers. I just click the box. She's automatically added to the bottom of the list. And you can move people around if you want to, just by clicking like this and dragging and dropping. So I just put her back where she was in the list. You must click publish. It's very, very important to do that so that you don't lose your changes. And then it takes a little while for that to show up on the page once you're done. But eventually it propagates and eventually it shows up. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Oh, Emotion is willing to do featured channels collaborations with people, which is cool to see. So if you want to reach out to them, their link is pinned in the chat because they are our featured channel for today. That's Emotion. We're going to look at Declan Fans 2020 right now. They've got well over 1,100 subscribers. Hopefully we're going to push them a little bit farther. Danny Riemann, thank you so much for the reminder to hit the thumbs up, and thank you Scratch and Pete PA for reminding everybody as well. Like and share if you can. Chrissy L is a gold member, so I'm going to put their channel onto the wheel right now, and we'll look at their clip in a moment as well. This is Declan Fans 2020. My page is starting to crawl now. I'm going to try something here and see if this is going to help us. This is my RAM cleaner. I took off the setting I was talking about yesterday. Oman's Diary, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Buddha of Destiny Namaste ran Friends, and they are monetized now finally, but they need to keep watching or else they get demonetized. I haven't heard of anybody getting demonetized yet for lack of activity. Not yet. I've heard of channels getting demonetized for invalid behavior that's against YouTube's community guidelines or copyright strikes and things like that. We don't want any of that for anybody. But I haven't heard of anybody just being demonetized for lack of activity or viewership or anything like that yet. I'm not saying it's not possible. I can't be sure, right? Let's get Mariska Van Bunderen on wheel. Tina Talk Show, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then Ibis Animators, just please be careful not to spam the chat. Other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Declan Fans 2020, like I said, has 1,140 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 1,150, and get them halfway on that road to 1,200. So let's spin the wheel, and we'll watch one more clip, and then Shell and 10 Awesomeness is coming up next. Having a lot of trouble. The internet seems to be lagging today. And then Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters will reach out on IG. Thank you so much. This is Shell and Ton Awesomeness. They've been in the stream most of the time today, maybe from the beginning. So hopefully everybody will connect. No, Mariska Van Bunder, and of course I didn't forget you. I just I didn't put you on the second you came in. I just figured I'd wait a little bit. Yeah, buffering again. I can't do much about that. I don't know why my internet seems to be having trouble today. Maybe it's the time of day. I wonder if that's the trouble. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Meeting new friends and family members. 003 Cilius, thank you so much for the time that you spent today. And then Ibis Animators, no, it's no problem. I just want to make sure, just make sure not, right? Oh, Life Draw Eyes 303 is in the house. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you here. And Life Draw Eyes 303 is another creator that allows people to connect in their live streams the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. So Shell and 10 Awesomeness, 893 subscribers. We can certainly push them much farther today. We can get them maybe even to 895, maybe even all the way to 900 today. So I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel and push them a little bit farther. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types. But 900 is going to be great for them, and they will officially be on the road to the magical 1K. So we already saw Jenny June. I forgot to take her off the wheel. We're going to look at This Is Our Life right now. This is a channel that was featured just about a week ago on Tuber Chat. And then Ibis Animators, thank you so much for the time that you spent today. As we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder for everybody to support everyone else as much as they all might like. So I appreciate every moment that you spend here in Tuber Chat. And then hopefully you meet lots of friends and family members and get value out of the time that you spend here. Oh, I've got TubeBuddy on. That's my issue. I use TubeBuddy regularly, and I'm happy to go through, you know, tutorials about that here and there as well. I absolutely use that tool, but when I'm live streaming, for some reason that particular extension slows the browser down. I forgot to turn it off. Oh, and then Danny Riemann, one of our moderators knocked your message out. Just please remember to use words for the numbers whenever you can. This Is Our Life, 1,170 or so subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even get them to 1,180, a little bit closer to the 1,200 that's on their mind. And Mr. Fulton Mraz is back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. I will... oh, look at what we're doing about spinning the wheel again in another second. We're still doing very, very well today. And Danny Riemann, yes, absolutely. Don't forget to help each other's channels out. Welcome to the Rich family. Thank you for coming in. Always good to see you in the chat. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant specifically for me to see, just please be patient with me. Mention it again. I tend to fall behind and the chat moves way too fast for me sometimes. I will hopefully catch your question or comment the next time around. Gibromations is another channel that's been with us since the beginning of the live stream today, and hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. I talk all the time about the fact that anybody under 100 subscribers seems to be getting hit the hardest by the YouTube purging that's been going on for many months now. So hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. They're getting close. They got 88 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. We can certainly get them over 90 right now and maybe even to the first 100 that they're looking for. We need lots of subscribers so that we can get their 100 locked in, so that if we go through another purge, they don't slip back below. It really can't be very fun to hit a milestone and then drop below again. And Danny Reeman, you've been in my live streams as well. I haven't been doing a lot of live streaming lately. I'm hoping to get back to it. The problem in where I live is we have, you know, winter and cold weather. So one of the live streams I did about a month ago, I went out to film one of those Christmas light displays, and the phone froze within like 8 minutes. So the live stream just cut right off. So it's really difficult to do outdoor stuff right now. But when the weather gets better, hopefully around April, I'll get back to outdoor live streaming. And then in the meantime, occasionally I just do things like tutorials or low-key stuff. And then hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Looks like everybody's doing well. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Adria Hicks, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Chrissy L, we just saw the clip from, but we're going to look at this channel right now. She happens to be a gold member, and so for that reason, she has a guaranteed feature every day, whether it's being on the wheel or playing one of those clips. And then as well, her link is dropped by Nightbot every half hour or so, as we've seen. And then LifeDrives 303 is playing with the custom emojis along with JetLife777, but they're also talking about playlists. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. And welcome to the Rich family. The wheel works just in order of who's been here and most active. So everybody has the same chance to get on the wheel, but what happens is I have a robot here called Bottissimo that keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. And it's not just about how long you're here, but how much you're interacting with everybody else. Then what happens is when I need names for the wheel, like I do right now, I'll look over to the list and I will grab people in order, you know, based on how long and how active everybody's been in the chat. Jenny June is willing to swap playlists as well. And then if anybody wants to swap with me personally, you can reach out to me on Instagram because I do it still. It can still benefit channels with that are monetized, of course, because people are running ads. And then if in the case of premium, you've got premium income and stuff like that. So of course it's worth doing, and you're still helping out creators who are trying to get monetized. So that's great. Danny Reeman is willing to do that as well. Emotion is our featured channel for today, so their link is pinned to the chat. Chrissy L is an extremely supportive creator. She's a dynamic creator as well, as you'll see with her videos when you connect with this channel and start watching. But she's been an incredibly loyal, dedicated, and generous supporter in the Tuber Chat community for some time now. She's already been featured, of course, shortly after coming in to visit everybody at Tuber Chat, and she's got 1,640 or so subscribers. I'd love to see her move a little bit farther towards the 1,700 that's now on her mind. I'm gonna have to get Danny Reeman into our approved users list. And LifeDrives 303 is coming up right now. This is Carla. She allows people to connect in her live streams the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. And she is also a dynamic host and creator. And hopefully everybody will rally around this channel and to move them a little bit farther. She's got 1,330 or so subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 1,340. And get them a little bit closer on their road to 1,400. And LifeDrives 303 is saying if you want to swap playlists with them, you can reach out on Instagram. And like I said, everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. I push Playlist Buddies so much here on Tuber Chat because there's other benefits, right? It's the one legitimate thing we can do to pump our hours up. But as well, you're trading favors with somebody. So first of all, they're watching or at least running 100% of every video. So your percentages of time watched will increase for your whole channel based on that. As well, you're trading favors with somebody. So that's a good way to get a friendship started, and that's where the strong and solid foundation for our channels really comes from. And thank you for the kind words, Danny Riemann. And yes, so I did say I was going to get some names for the wheel. Let's spin. We'll get one more channel up, and I'll start adding names right now. We'll fill it up. Mariska Van Bunderen is here as a moderator. This is another creator that allows people to connect in her live streams the way we do here in Tuber Chat. And she also does the featured channels collaboration. She's willing to swap playlists. She's just becoming monetized right now. She just became, got into review within the last day or two. So hopefully we're going to see some good news from her any minute. Tuber Chat, can please, if time permits, show in the studio where you see the relevant words that are driving views. Yes, absolutely. I will do that. If you can hang out for another little while, I'll get a few more channels up here, and then I'll do it. But let me know if time is an issue. I'll do it either right away or I'll do it in a little bit. But I'd love to wait until the end of the live stream if you have the time. Dirt Diggers UK, good to see you here. And Corinne's Life, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. That's the The Fishing Hole is the channel that we saw from that creator. Corinne's Life has started a second channel now, and we want to get that one moving. She allows people to connect in her live streams the way we do here, but that channel's dedicated to that. So, I'm just looking for names that I can add to the wheel now. We'll get that filled up, and then I'll see what I'm going to do about the tutorial. Lil Red and Buddy Tracks, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Let's look at Corinne's Life just for a second. This is the creator I'm talking about that started The Fishing Hole. So they're in the chat as a moderator as well. They've been with Tuber Chat for a long time and have shown generosity repeatedly. There's their second channel right there. As we see with 19 subscribers, they went through a major purge. They gained like 20 and lost 20 or more than that, or something like that. Danny Riemann, thank you for reminding everybody to thumbs up. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I would appreciate it greatly, of course. I don't know if Ivis Animators is still here. Minerzak123 might be. Buddha of Destiny, namaste. Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters is there. Soul Stitch 1111. Uh-oh. I'm hitting some extra buttons here while I'm trying to copy and paste. Gained 35 and woke up with 6. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's unfortunate that this happens, especially to newer channels. Did Paul Blogs 2 come in yet again? I thought that they were here. Lashera Crochet, I'm not sure if you're still here. Okay, we've got a few channels, so let's look in our analytics for a second. I'm going to show you what Northern Mustangs was talking about. It's my favorite feature, my favorite thing in all of the analytics, because this is absolute gold. So when you click on your analytics, you want to go right away to your reach tab. And you can do this for individual videos as well as for your entire channel. If you haven't got channel tags set up yet, I suggest that everybody fills those out too. Now, please remember, I never mean to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. My intention is just to give suggestions based on the experience I have from the channels that I run. Pardon me, combined with the other things that we continue to learn. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. And then we can all make the best decisions for our channels. So at the bottom right, you'll see this window here called Traffic Source YouTube Search. This shows you the terms for which your channel is being found already. So you don't have to guess. There might be tags in here or keywords that you may not have thought of. Like for instance, when I originally started TuberChat, I probably used small YouTuber support, which is not as good a term as small YouTubers support. So isn't that interesting? Why would anybody think that? But you can literally go here, grab the whole list, make those your channel tags. Now, if I go into my content, I'm going to find episode number 100 here, and we'll see if we're going to learn anything over there. You can do this for any videos or live streams that you have, of course. You can look at the analytics for any individual one. Just taking my page a little bit of time to propagate. And then, yeah, Makeup Mom and Son. YouTube is constantly purging, not just subscribers, but also likes, views, watch time. It's frustrating. My suggestion also for everybody is always to aim a little bit higher than the goal you're actually going for. When we're looking for 4,000 hours of watch time, if you aim for 5,000, I promise you by the time you get your 4,000, you'll get 5,000 like right after that, right? So we can just click on the analytics button for any live stream. So I'm just going to do it for episode number 100 here because this was a different kind of live stream. When I click on reach, Dan Man the Dude, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time with TuberChat, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And as you see, that same window is here for an individual video as the same thing it was when we looked at the channel as a whole. So that's in your reach tab of your YouTube analytics, and that is in on a computer that I'm looking at it, of course. Lots and lots of information in your analytics, and the numbers and the charts and the graphs, they actually tell a story. So even if you're not you know, the kind of person who's drawn to numbers and charts and graphs and stuff like that, I happen to be. I love that stuff. But if you don't, in my opinion, if you still continue to look at it as often as you can stand, you will eventually start to see patterns. The idea is not necessarily that you're looking for what you're doing wrong when you're doing your YouTube videos and running your channel. It's what you're doing right so that you can duplicate that success and learn from your wins as well as your losses. And then forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat, because that was quite a long speech. If anybody's asked a question or a comment that you meant specifically for me to see, just please be patient with me. I tend to fall behind, and I'll try to catch it the next time around. And then Declan Fans 2020. So the idea is we don't want... Well, you might be gone already. Okay, thank you for the time that you spent. What we don't want to do is say, okay, everybody, come and get me and I'll get you back. It's the opposite of what we're doing here. And then Happy Lux, thank you so much. Hopefully they'll be live streaming, maybe even again today. We'll have to see. Well, I hope everybody's connected to Happy Lux. That's another channel where you're going to gain lots of friends and family members. It's a dear friend of mine from Germany. And then, yeah, thank you, Northern Mustang. Sorry, I know I rushed through it. One of these days, I hope I can make videos where I actually go through it more clearly and concisely, let's say. But if you want to mark the time, that was an hour and 50 minutes into our live stream. And this is little Ruby's Daycare Encounters. I didn't mean to spin the wheel so fast. She's got 608 subscribers. Hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 610 or so. They're officially on the road to 700. We'd just like to see them move along nice and solidly. And then Buddha of Destiny Namaste will come up next. And I'm just going to get you to pardon me for 1 second. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. I got to get some more names going here. Buddha of Destiny Namaste. Life Drives 303, thank you for reminding everybody. Yes, please like and share. Scratch and PPA, thank you for reminding everybody all the time as well. To even I have to be reminded, especially when I'm on a phone, sometimes to like and share. That's why you hear hosts of live streams always saying that. Don't be afraid to ask for that. Buddha of Destiny Namaste, this must be the first time we've had your channel up in a while. I'm just getting your bell on now. With 323 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well. We might even be able to get them to 330 or so, and a little bit farther on their road to 400. Oh, Dan Man the Dude, thank you so much. Just here to chill. Very good. So the only thing you have to know, though, is because of what Tuber Chat is, the way that this channel works, you will find everybody trying to reach out to you. So as long as you don't mind that, it'll be okay. But they will likely be expecting you to subscribe to their channels after they subscribe to yours. And then if you want to, if you end up looking for subscribers, you'll find them here. Our idea is always to give much more than we expect to receive. So the best success is found in making the first move. Most people won't go to a new channel that they see in the chat until they see how they interact with everybody in the chat first to make a judgment call as to whether they want to connect with that person or whether they think they'll be loyal and this and that. So it's just something to keep in mind, that that's kind of what everybody's intentions will be here. So they'll probably continue to at least attempt to connect with you. Lashera Crochet, this must be the first time that we're having your channel up on the screen. So I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos and add it into my watch later list. I'm actually going to take 3 because your videos are quite short. I hope when everybody's connecting with Lashera Crochet, they're connecting at least with this 247 video, the longest one you can find. Typically, we want to be connecting with videos that are at least 3 minutes long. But in this case, there's a couple other things we can do for this creator. So we connect with the longest video. I've added 2 more into my watch later list. I'm going to the discussion tab and going to leave them a comment here. And leaving a comment on their discussion tab like that just gives the algorithm a little bit more of a note to say, like, you know, you actually want to interact with this creator, so hopefully they don't take off the subscription after. Two Boys and Their Pops is in the house. Thanks for coming in. Oh, and then there you go. Okay, so Dan the Man, I'm saying Dan Man the Dude is saying if anybody wants to show love, they'll be happy to show back with pleasure, which is cool. So thank you for that. Lashera Crochet, now I've added your videos into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch those videos in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of at least one of those videos. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your bell on as I do for all creators. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So Hannah's Lifestyle is going to come up right now, but I did notice Two Boys and Their Pops just dropped a super chat, so thank you very much for that. You've taken a little bit of life off of our new stream boss, and then as well, we're going to look at Two Boys and Their Pops in another moment, and that'll give me some time to start adding some more names to the wheel. Hannah's Lifestyle has got 167 subscribers. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther, maybe over 170 or so, and get them on a little bit closer. They're already on the road to 200. And then Miner Zach 123 is still in the house. Thanks for hanging out and sticking around. We've got you on the wheel. And let me see what I can do about adding names now. I gotta refresh some pages here. Jared Crochet, my pleasure. Let me see what we got going on in the chat here. Soul Stitch 1111 is still there. Bay and Bay TV's been with us a while. Danny Lehman. We didn't look at that channel yet, did we? I think so. Is Gazelle Shima still with us? Maybe not. Jenny McQueen official. I wonder if that channel is still with us. Maybe not. Okay, let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Soul Stitch 1111. With 138 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well. About the same, we'll get them to 140 or so, and moving a little bit farther on their road to 200. This is a relatively new connection for Tuber Chat, so I'm looking forward to getting to know this channel. But I see you're doing a lot of silent live streams. And refresh another page here so that I can see what I'm going to do about some more names here for our wheel. Tomorrow's live stream will be around the same time as today. It'll just start about an hour later. It should be started 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. And next week we got a few things going on because with the Super Bowl, I'll make sure that Tuber Chat is nice and early so it doesn't interfere with anybody wanting to watch that. And then as well, Unmasked Lifestyle, who's one of our silver members, has a 1,000 subscriber giveaway coming up next week. We're going to hammer down a date and a time for everybody. And then we'll hopefully be able to join her. Today, Simply Royce is celebrating her birthday, and she will have a combination birthday and monetization celebration tonight. So hopefully everybody will look for that channel and hang out there as well. Bose Pixel's been with us a while today. Oh my goodness. Makeup Mom and Son, thank you so much for your membership. They've just entered silver, which means that they will get a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day, whether it's those clips that I play or a guaranteed feature being your channel on the wheel at the beginning of the live stream automatically. Something along those lines, but a guaranteed feature of some sort. But Makeup Mom and Son has been an extremely generous and supportive creator for quite some time now. So we're going to look at that channel right now, and thank you so much for the membership. This is another creator who's willing to share information too, and I love to see generosity in creators. For that reason, we feature a different creator on Tuber Chat every single day. Today's featured channel is Emotion. Their link is pinned in the chat. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit, and on our thumbnails of our videos, as you likely have seen. So thank you one more time, Makeup Mom and Son. With 267 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, get her over the 270 that's on her mind right now, and a little bit closer even to that road to 300. And then, yeah, Makeup Mom and Son. Everybody here is supposed to be going in and out, visiting other channels. I know it's much tougher on a phone, but absolutely, when you're connecting with somebody, you go to their channel, watch their video and stuff like that. You come back when you're done. Usually takes about 5-6 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer if you're watching longer videos. You can connect with up to about 10 people an hour here in Tuber Chat. Any faster than that is too fast. You might lose those connections, so you want to be careful of that. And let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. And thank you one more time, Makeup Mom and Son, for all your generosity, and especially for the membership now. We're going to look at Bay and Bay TV next. Carmack Brothers, good to see you here. I think this is your first time with Tuber Chat, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. Everybody's willing to connect. And then if you follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, take your time and meet people one by one. You'll find yourself with as many friends and family members for your channel as you would like here in Tuber Chat. So all of the way that the stream works and how you can maximize your time here and meet lots of people is all written in our video description. So if you can, just please have a look at that. But it's great to have you here. A lot of times what will happen is a lot of creators who have been to Tuber Chat several times will not go to a brand new channel right away when they see them in the chat, because they want to watch how they interact with everybody first to make a judgment call for themselves as to whether they think that channel will genuinely connect back and support, and understandably. So the best success is always found here in Tuber Chat by making the first move. So you reach out to another channel in the chat, get a conversation started. As soon as you're talking to somebody, let them know you're going to go to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes, leave a long, meaningful comment so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Give them a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on for everyone. Then come back into the chat, let them know that you've done that, and then they'll turn around and do the same thing for you. We say a lot of silly things in the chat about dancing and baking and visiting each other's houses and delivering packages and stuff. It all means the same thing. It means somebody has been to your channel, watched a video, left a comment, given a thumbs up, subscribed, turned the notification bell on, and then now they're waiting for you to do the same thing. So, other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Bay and Bay TV has 67 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Maybe we even get them over the 70 that they're looking for today, and a little bit closer on their road to the first 100. Beauty and Beast Journey is in the house right now. We're going to look at Bose Pixel. And Beauty and Beast Journey, we saw their clip earlier today. I don't know, did we look at their channel? Oh, no, we didn't. We looked at their channel already. Yes, we looked at Beauty and Beast Journey earlier, of course, because their channel was already on the wheel because they happen to be a silver member. But thank you for coming in. And I'm just looking through our list to see. Lil Red and Buddy Tracks can come up. Oh, Gazelle Shima, you are still here. I wasn't sure that you were still here. Oh, Lil Red and Buddy Tracks might have just left. Lil Red and Buddy Tracks, just let me know if you're still here, please. Dirt Diggers UK, let's get you onto the wheel as well. Two boys and their pops. Oh, I'm so sorry. We didn't look at your channel. Oh, I'm so sorry. I meant to put your channel up right away. Oh my goodness. Yeah, thank you so much for that super chat. That was quite a while ago. That was at least 10 minutes ago. Thank you so much. I meant to put your channel up right away. I'm going to do that. We'll look at Two Boys and Their Pops next, actually. Bose Pixel has 137 subscribers. We're hoping to push them a little bit farther, maybe even over 140. And like I said, get them moving. They are already on the road to 200, but we'd like to push them a little bit farther. So Gazelle Shimmy, yeah, I missed you because I didn't happen to see you in the chat earlier. You might have been out supporting somebody. So I missed your chance on the wheel, but I've got you on there now. Two Boys and Their Pops is coming up right now. Forgive me again for missing that earlier. I did see your super chat come through, of course, but I meant to put your channel up next, and I must have spun the wheel. So Two Boys and Their Pops has their 1,000 subscribers. I'm curious how your watch hours are, if you happen to know. Tina Talk Show hasn't been on today either yet. And we'd love to see them get just a few more subscribers so that we can get Two Boys and Their Pops, keep that 1,000 locked in for them. It looks like they've got it. Once you get to about 1,010, it should be locked in. So if YouTube purges, you shouldn't slip too far. But it's great to get this channel moving a little bit farther. They'll be looking for 1,100 soon enough. Oh, real close to 4,000, really. I'm just curious if you happen to be swapping playlists with other creators, because if you, and don't worry about the number, I'm sure you retracted for that reason, but that's okay. If you, hopefully you've been swapping with other creators. I don't know whether you do that or not, but if you have, you might find that that's the move that pushes you over the edge. And it's not just about pumping our watch hours up by swapping playlists, you know, for the basic benefit that gives, but when you trade favors with other creators, this is where friendships start, and this is why things, you know, some channels grow so strong and solidly. Imagine a world where you have 100 true friends, and I'm not talking about 1,000 subscribers, but 100 people who care about your success, who are excited when you come out with new videos, who want to support you, want to give you the likes, views, comments, and other things we need as growing YouTubers. It would be wonderful. And that's what we see happening all the time here, especially as you hear me tell the stories about the channels that come through the chat, the ones I put on the screen. I've swapped playlists with at least 100 creators, probably many more by now. I still do it to this day. And like I said, that's the number one reason is because of the friendship that starts from that. But there's also the benefit. It's the one legitimate thing we could do to pump our hours up. And when somebody's running your playlist, they're running 100% of the time of every single video. So it pumps the averages up across your whole channel. So that's why we push it so hard here. If anybody in the chat hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope that you will. It really does help the stream. And I'll appreciate it greatly. Dirt Diggers UK is coming up right now. AV Automatic Victory, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And here's Dirt Diggers UK right now. And we'll look at Carmack Brothers on the wheel. Does it matter if you have watched, if you have someone watch your playlist at your number? Yeah, well, okay, so here's the thing. I think that it always helps whether a channel is monetized or not because of those two benefits. So first of all, the friendship is the reason why I push it so hard, right? Life with Rose and Ann, good to see you here. But if somebody watches your playlist, they're running 100% of the time of every video. So when you look at your average watch time for your videos, for some people it could be 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, something like that. But you might have videos that are 45 minutes long, an hour, 5 minutes, all different types. And by somebody running 100% of the time of every single video in your playlist, they're pushing your averages up. And every second matters. So a lot of the bigger YouTubers who do what we're talking about here, like Sean Cannell or Daryl Eves or Sonny Lenarduzzi or Roberto Blake or Nick Nimmin, or, you know, I've got a list of at least 10 of them. They will say minutes matter most. It's the most important thing. You want to get your videos to a point that people are watching them for a longer period of time. But we can pump our averages out that way. And then thank you, Dan Man the Dude. I'm always happy to have a like and a share if you are willing to give it. I know lots of different creators use their social medias and your community tab and stuff like that for different reasons, but I appreciate anything that anybody ever does. So I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate it. Thank you, Northern Mustangs. Yeah, hopefully hopefully YouTube will be kind in the next 24 hours and not purge everybody so much. And I don't know if I answered your question there, Makeup Mom and Son, but if I didn't, you can elaborate. Just re-ask your question. You mean, does it matter what your watch hours are since you're still in low numbers? It's always a good time to start, because what happens for most creators is they get the 1,000 subscribers, but then have to wait on their watch hours. And I know we all feel a little bit differently. You can never know how somebody truly thinks or feels, right? But it seems to me that most people feel like the 1,000 subscribers is more of an accomplishment than the 4,000 hours of watch time. So if you've already got your 4,000 hours, the day you hit that magical 1,000 subscribers, you'll get into review and get monetized right after, and that's a great feeling, instead of having the 1,000 subscribers sometimes for weeks or months before getting monetized. It's just an assumption, but I think it's never too early. And Two Boys and Their Pop says they need about 710 watch hours. So yeah, that's an idea if you want to swap playlists with people. Oh, and then Two Boys and Their Pops interviewed Doc Brass. Okay, I'm not familiar with that artist, but maybe I can check it out on your channel. Oh, Hakimations had some luck with one video. They passed the required amount of watch time by 2.5 because of one video. That can happen to people. Even on my personal channel, about a quarter of my watch time, I think, came from one video. And that happens to a lot of people. It just is the way it is, right? We never get to pick what people are going to like. We can try. We can use everything in our arsenal to try to make our videos move. But eventually, someday, whether you want to call it luck or not, it comes around and picks your channel when you have a strong and solid foundation, takes a couple of videos, moves them along, and those are the ones that give the bulk of the watch hours, the income, the views, and everything else for your channel. Just seems to be the way it works for almost everybody. Dirt Diggers UK has over 3,100 subscribers, but I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They're on the road to 32. We're looking at Danny Riemann right now, who's been spreading a lot of positivity through the chat today, which is very cool. Yeah, they've got a handful of videos, but they're all very short. So I hope when everybody is connecting with this channel that you'll pick the longest video that they have, this 2-minute one, which is the latest one, to connect with. But consider adding another couple of videos. You'll see that when I connected with them recently, I added 3 videos into my watch later list just to make sure that that's stuck. We got to do everything we can for these creators while we're connecting. I'm also going to leave a comment on their discussion tab. This is something we can do for any creator after that's under 1,000 subscribers. What happens if comments are turned off on videos? So Two Boys and Their Pops, whenever I find a channel that's got comments turned off, I look for another video to see if I can find something else, because it might be the video, not the channel. The other thing is, for almost every channel, at least if you have under 1,000 subscribers, you can still leave a comment here on the discussion tab. And this will help the algorithm understand that you meant to connect with this creator. It's not a mistake. You really want to see their content. We just got to do everything we can to push a little bit harder for all creators, particularly under 100 subscribers, because the purging is hitting them the hardest. We hear it every day. Glad to have found your channel. Keep up the good work. Looking forward to much more. I hope you do a better job than me when you're leaving comments. I tend to leave, you know, pretty generic ones, but hopefully you'll do a better job than me. But you don't post, you just have it to share videos to people. That's okay. Dan Man the Dude, it's all fine. I appreciate the fact that you're even here. As we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder for everybody to support everybody else as much as they might like. So I appreciate every moment that everybody spends here in Tuber Chat or on my personal channel. You know, there's 38 million channels or something on YouTube, and that's just if you happen to be on YouTube. So everybody's time is of great value, and I appreciate you hanging out for any amount of time. And then Free Unbiased News, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That's an interesting name. Dan Man the Dude has Instagram. Very cool. Two Boys and Their Pops. I hope I answered your question, but you can let me know if you need me to elaborate. And we always post on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for every live stream. I put out an Instagram story as well. But the live streams are always scheduled in advance, so that if anybody wants to plan or needs to plan, then you can get an idea within a couple of days when the live streams are going to occur, when they should be, and I try never to move them once they're scheduled, unless it's an urgent situation. And then love to learn a little bit about what you guys do. Free Unbiased News. So I have a pretty detailed video description that describes exactly how everything here in Tuber Chat works. Basically, it's just a meeting place. So the idea is we're looking to meet other YouTubers for the purpose of supporting each other over the long term, not just the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, and eventually years, by giving each other views, likes, comments, hanging out in live streams and premieres, and all the other things we need as growing YouTubers. And we get into lots of tips and tricks as well here in Tuber Chat. Struggling to get your YouTube channel started. Appreciate any advice. I appreciate you asking. So Free Unbiased News. So here the idea is, you know, what if you had 100 true friends on YouTube? And I'm not talking about 1,000 subscribers, but 100 people who honestly cared for your success, who were happy to see your channel regardless of the content, were happy to support your videos, give you the comments, give you the views, so that every time you put out a video, you know, you get that head start. That's really what the purpose is. If you want to, what we have on our channel is, we're on episode number 148. We live stream 4 times a week usually, right? But episode number 100 was a 2-hour interview where I talked to another YouTuber who's got well over 4,000 subscribers, and we went over 2 hours of detailed tips and tricks for people's channels to help them get moving and growing. And we always focus on channels with less than 10,000 subscribers here, even though the biggest channel that I run for somebody else has over 11,000 now. We just try to share knowledge. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and the wish is that we all share our knowledge here so that we can all make the best decisions for all of our channels, myself included. This is MinerZach123 with 101 subscribers. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther, maybe even to 110, and get them moving on that road to 200. As well, on Tuber Chat's front page, you'll find lots of videos that are made by other creators, whether they have done a shout out video featuring lots of channels and included Tuber Chat, or there are some other interviews that I've done on other people's channels where usually we get into technical details about YouTube and share lots of tips and tricks there, usually with questions and answers from the chat. A lot better of a job than I can do here when I'm flying through what we're doing so quickly. But hopefully you can check that out as well. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat, if anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant specifically for me to see or respond to. I tend to fall behind. But if you can mention it again and just please be patient with me, I'll be happy to catch it the next time around. And then Free Unbiased News. Yeah, hopefully you'll meet lots of friends and family members here. Again, hopefully you read that video description just so you know exactly how it works. A lot of creators who've been here many times before will not connect to a new channel until they see how you interact with everybody in the chat first, to make a judgment call as to whether they think you'll be a loyal supporter before they connect to you. Some people are a little more aggressive than others and they might come to you right away, but the best success here is found in visiting channels first. We believe wholeheartedly in giving much more than we expect to receive, knowing that it always ends up coming back in one way or another. So Carmack Brothers is a new connection for Tuber Chat. I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take this 10-minute video here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. In the next 24 hours, I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up, of course, subscribe, turn your notification bell on like I do for all creators, and then I'll make sure our connection sticks. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. This is Gazelle Shima. This is a relatively new connection for Tuber Chat, but they've been back to our live streams. So hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. Now, we don't know exactly how many subscribers they have right this second, but it doesn't matter. We just want to push them towards the next goal that they're looking for. And yeah, thank you, Free Unbiased News. I'll be interested to have a look at your channel too. Oh no, she didn't. That's a cool name for a channel. Thank you for coming in. This is your first time here, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, of course I'll appreciate that. I'm going to spin, we'll look at Tina Talk Show, and then I will add a couple more names to the wheel. We've been on for 2.5 hours now, so I'll be looking to wrap it up shortly. We've got AV Automatic Victory on the wheel. And Tina Talk Show has 1,000 subscribers. She's got about 1,040. So hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther, maybe even to 1,050, get her halfway on that road to 1,100. And I will look for what we can do about adding a couple more names to our wheel right now. Dan Man the Dude. We'll look at Free Unbiased News. Judalyn Vlog, we didn't look at today. Mom's Little Things, thank you for coming in. We'll look at Mr. Fulton Miraz. Now, forgive me, but I'm going to start... Oh, I'm not copying and pasting properly. I'm going to start rifling through channels a lot faster now, because like I said, we've already been on for 2.5 hours. And I did say we were going to look at Free Unbiased News. I hope I didn't miss one yet. And we'll look again after in a few minutes. Let's spin. Tina Talk Show's been back with us again and again. Louis TV, we didn't get you on there yet. Mr. Fulton Miraz, I hope I got that right. I spun the wheel and then I started interfering with it. But Mr. Fulton Miraz has been with Tuber Chat from the beginning. He's actually been connected to me for long before that, so probably a year now. And always shares. This is one of, a very generous creator on YouTube. And very popular, as a well-respected within the small YouTuber community as well as here in Tuber Chat. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. With 1,850 or so subscribers, we can probably push them a little bit farther, maybe even as high as 1,860, and get them a little bit closer to the 1,900 that we know is on their mind. So we're going to look at Free Unbiased News, and then Louis TV just uploaded, so hopefully everybody will see that as they connect with that channel. Free Unbiased News is a brand new channel. Quite an about section already written out, which is very cool. So you just started the channel. which is cool. Oh, even the trailer is perfect. At 3 minutes, everybody could actually connect with this channel with their trailer. So since you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So I took your 10-minute video, added into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, and then I will give you a thumbs up. I'll subscribe and turn the notification bell on as I do for all creators. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you don't you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but our times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Now, the other thing too that I just want to make sure that you know is when we have channels that are brand new or anybody under 100 subscribers, YouTube is aggressively purging. And what often happens is you'll find that you lose almost as many subscribers as you gain. So you might gain people here today, and you can gain up to 10 people an hour within reason on Tuber Chat. Any faster than that is too fast and you'll lose them all. But one of the things I recommend, especially for channels under 100 subscribers, is if you keep track of every single person that you're connecting to, then you can go back a day or two later, and if you've lost subscribers, when you go to their channel, if you happen to see that their subscriptions are public, you'll be able to know whether you lost them or not, and then you can reach out to them on another social network and let them know, and that will actually help them as well. So free unbiased news, and thank you Judalyn Vlog. Free unbiased news, I'm going to leave you a comment on your discussion tab as well. This is something we can do for any channel that's under 1,000 subscribers. As you're doing this for people, I hope you will do a better job than me. Glad to have found your channel. Looking forward to much more from you here. Keep up the good work. Now, I always say generic things, but hopefully you'll, like I said, you'll do a better job than me. And let's spin, and we'll get to another channel right now. And Makeup Mom and Son, yep, you're here almost every live stream. Thank you for that. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, I should get around to everybody. Here's Judalyn Vlog. This is another channel that 500, so she's actually halfway. This channel is halfway on the road to the magical 1K. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. When we hit milestones of all different sizes, it's great if we can get a few extra subscribers. Like, it'd be nice to get to 510 or something like that, so that if YouTube does another aggressive purge, which they do several times a week, this channel won't slip below 500 again, hopefully, right? And then, forgive me because I'm moving much faster now. Hacking nations we didn't look at today. And then we'll spin, we'll get another channel up here, and I'll see what we're going to do about adding a couple more afterwards. Yeah, Hakimations, for most people yesterday, a lot of people lost a lot of subscribers in the last 24 hours. This is happening regularly. Ever since September, they're doing it several times a week, and it's so disheartening. It's just driving everybody bananas. But all we can do is as much as we possibly can for other creators, so that we can, you know, do whatever we can to try to slow it down a little bit. Most of what we're talking about helps. And then Dan Man the Dude is here. So hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. It's another new connection for Tuber Chat. Again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to look for a video. Most of your stuff is pretty short. I'm just going to see if I can find something here. 11 minutes, so anything over 10 minutes is good for me. I add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do again is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the bell on like I do for all creators. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We're going to look at Hacky Nations now. This is another channel that's been with Tuber Chat for many months. They got hit with a major purge yesterday, as did most creators. And that's unfortunate because you must have had the 200 and then slip back below. So I'm hoping we can get a few more subscribers for Hacky Nations if you haven't already connected. If you've connected with this channel recently, please just double check, like visit their channel and see if YouTube took your subscription away. We never think it's us, right? It's not anybody's fault. YouTube is doing it, but 50% of the time, it could be the way you're connecting, not just the way the other person is connecting. So you got to think about that too. Let's check their discussion tab. I've never left a comment for them here, so I'm going to. Our featured channel for today is Emotion. Their link is pinned in the chat, so hopefully you'll connect with that channel if you haven't already. And then as well, tonight, Simply Royce, one of our silver members, has their birthday and a monetization celebration. So I hope everybody will join them for that. If you haven't already given the live stream a thumb up, I would really appreciate it. It really does help the stream. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place, and it's very quick. And like I said, it really does help, so I'll appreciate it greatly. When looking for Louis TV, we want to make sure that we're catching the right channel by matching the avatar here. Sometimes you have to use the filter and look for channels. You can do that on a phone or a computer. Make sure you've got the right channel, and then hopefully everybody will rally around them. They've got their 200 locked in, but I'd love to see a few more subscribers for them so that we can move them along on their road towards 300. Other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members here. Tomorrow's live stream will be just a little bit later than today's. It'll start at 3 p.m. Eastern. We've got Mom's Little Things on the wheel, and Oh No She Didn't is coming up. So let's spin and we'll see who's coming up next. Louis TV, how are you doing? I wonder if you're asking me. I'm always doing good, especially when I'm doing Tuber Chat, so hopefully you are doing well also. Hopefully everybody's meeting new friends and family members and having a good time. Mom's Little Things is coming up next. I think this is another new connection for Tuber Chat. 968 subscribers, so this channel is doing well. I love these thumbnails, so bright and colorful. And then matching the banner, of course. So good presentation on this channel. Let me take one of your videos. I do not watch, subscribe or watch videos while I live stream, so I'm taking a 10-minute video, adding it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video, and I will give you a thumbs up. I'll subscribe and turn the notification bell on, of course, as I do for all creators, and then hopefully that will make our connection stick. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So we're going to went to pray and you're back. Thank you, Danny Riemann. Very good. I'm always good. Let's spin and we'll see who's coming up next. Oh, Lil Red and Bunny Tracks. I thought you were gone. You must have gone out and come back. I'll get your channel onto the wheel. Oh no, she didn't. We're going to look at this channel right now. This is going to be another new connection for Tuber Chat. $1,200 subscribers already, so this channel is just doing fantastic, which is great. So, again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but since you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, what I'm going to do is look for this 10-minute video right here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video, and I will give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn your notification bell on, of course, like I do for all creators. Hopefully that will make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're connected to Tuber Chat as well and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And Danny Riemann, we looked at your channel earlier. I put it on the screen. You must have been gone at the time, but I put it up for a couple of minutes, which you can see in the live stream replay. AV Automatic Victory is another new connection for Tuber Chat, so we're going to have a look at this channel right now. Oh, Bose Pixel, wow, thank you so much. Did we look at your channel? I had it on the wheel. Did I accidentally erase it? That's okay. We're going to look at Bose Pixel next. Thank you so much for your super chat. AV Automatic Victory has 21 subscribers. So again, while we're connecting with this channel, we want to keep in mind that anybody under 100 subscribers needs extra care. So consider adding a second or third video into your watch later list. Consider leaving a comment for them on the discussion tab. For now, what I'm going to do is the same I do for new creators. Take your 10-minute video, add it into my watch later list. I will that will allow me to go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators, and then hopefully that will make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're connected to Tuber Chat as well and you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And I don't know what happened there. I'm so sorry, Bose Pixel. I don't think we looked at your channel today. I thought I had it on the wheel and I must have accidentally erased it. I got into some trouble copying and pasting earlier, so forgive me for that. Thank you so much for your super chat. I absolutely do appreciate that. For that reason, I just put it up right away. Trinette Williams, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Free Unbiased News, thank you for the positivity in the chat. Yes Reports, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And we're looking at Bose Pixel right now with 137 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and maybe even get them over 140 or so. We'd love to see them a little bit closer on their road to 200. Let's spin. I'm rifling through channels now because we've been on a long time. We're getting close to 3 hours here, which is fine. Tuber Chat usually lasts between 2 and 2.5 hours. Sometimes we go a little bit longer. We've gone as long as 4 hours once. Yes Reports is coming up now. I am not doing a good job of copying and pasting today for some reason. Here's Yes Reports. So this is another channel that's been back with Tuber Chat again and again, and then they share educational information. So this is another channel that I would describe as something that everybody needs to see, and then you know, you want to gather as much information as you can from everywhere and make your own decisions. But anytime we talk about finance in any way, that affects everybody. So I think this is a good channel for everybody to have a look at. Hopefully you'll subscribe. They have 267 right now. We'd love to push them over 270 and get them moving a little bit closer to 300. And I will spin again. We're going to look at Shernette Williams. It's been a while since I've caught them. I believe I was hanging out in a live stream with them. It could already be like a month ago. I feel like it's way too long. Hopefully I'll catch up with you again soon. With 4,600 subscribers, there's obviously much to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained and inspired by. But hopefully everybody will connect with this channel. They're available on lots of social networks, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as Patreon. And I'm just curious how long it has been, if I can even find my red line. The red line's already gone. It's been that long since I've been with them. I'm going to have to catch up with your channel, but thank you for coming back in. You know, as we... oh, thank you, Danny Riemann. As we connect with creators, as we grow and follow more and more, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every moment everybody spends here in Tuber Chat. And actually, yeah, it must have been a while since you've been here, because I didn't have your notification bell on. But now I put notification bells on for everybody, so I've got it on now. And then, yeah, very good. Hopefully you'll meet some friends and family members here. And, you know, when we connect with creators, you wonder what your channel is going to look like in a year from now or 2 years from now, who's still going to be connected to you. And the sad truth is, you know, the people who are your biggest supporters, you're going to see less and less. Because as we all follow more and more people, you know, somebody came in here, I think it was yesterday, Rants with Rogers is a great example. This is a creator who's absolutely supportive, absolutely loyal and dedicated. Somebody who I've been connected to for a long time already. They've been with me since before Tuber Chat even started. And, you know, we used to be in each other's live streams, let's say, every week. And now it's become lucky if we manage to catch each other once a month. But they still come back and support. And when I can catch them, I still support them as well. This is what happens. But as you grow and your community grows around your channel, you'll find the same things happening for you. So, Lil Red and Bunny Tracks. I'm surprised that we're already not connected. This can't be the first time I'm having your channel up on the screen, is it? And I don't see any red lines. So, what I'm going to do is just take your longest video. I'll take this one, and this one, and this one, and add them into my watch later list. I like to try to aim for 10 minutes, right? And after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I will watch all 3 of those videos. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment on at least one of them. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators, and then hopefully our connection will stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well now, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then, looks like everybody otherwise is doing okay, meeting new friends and family members in the chat. And I think we have caught everybody, which is great news. Oh. Okay, we're going to do a Tuber Chat raid now. I hope everybody will hit this link that I'm dropping for you. This is my dear friend from Germany, Happy Lux. He's got a live stream going right now. I was talking about this earlier. We were looking at his channel where he does a much more fast-paced version of similar to what we're doing here at Tuber Chat. I have gained hundreds of friends and family members from his live streams. It's like a party over there. He's got a video game going, music playing. It's very upbeat. He's dancing around and everything else. You'll have a good time over there, and you'll meet lots more friends and family members. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent here. Just please hit that link and mention Tuber Chat Raid when you get there, and we will go over and see my dear friend Happy Lux. Thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see everybody again tomorrow.